Unicorns more than happy to pick that one up.
Yeah, double down on that engage. They get a chance to also, try to play the split push game and match the GP, at least until it gets to that late game crazy explodey barrel stage. And
a pretty significant gold lead over to the side of Splice.
Yeah. I need to see a little bit more action there. Now, Exile, he's going to step forward, but Xerxes steps right on top and forces the flash. Shockwave pulling it back. That's first blood. Over to Xerxes, and the fight's not over yet. That flash, he gets the heal off early on. There goes the flash, the knock back, the knock up. Let's see if they can turn it around. No support to be found, and Kabi's going to fall. Samix picks up a kill.
Big misplay there from Kobe.
Niski's coming to join in the jungle. The lanes are all but forgotten right here. The Realm Warp's coming in. Niski's found on cold, but Exile comes and turns it around. Picks the kill off.
Flash on Niski.
Oh no, this could be all she wrote for the Orianna. Gets the shockwave off and get dunked. Exile picking up the kill at the end of the day, tanking off the tower as he goes. Totoro walking out as Samix is finishing the job on the tower. He will finally knock it down. Exile makes his great escape.
Second prop. Because what happens is when you throw the ulti out, the passive applies, and then you can't reapply the passive.
Splice have clearly not known how to react, and in goes Totoro for the combo, and he's bringing Exile right behind him. Odoamne crucially using the Cannon Barrage to slow things down. Niski is going to get out of there, but not before the tower.
Close with their lead. But let's see if they can now finally punish UOL down in the bottom lane.
All right, it looks like White Knight's going to have to burn his flash immediately, followed up. Oh, and there's a permafrost on, and that Gnar is just going down. Samix on the meanwhile up towards the top will knock down a tower, but they trade their top laner's life for the effort.
Now that was good CC stacking there from Xerxes. Notice how he applied the passive first, then he was able to proc it, then he followed up with the ulti again. Easy setup with the barrels from the side of Odoamne, and they're able to get themselves an easy kill. But objectives
patches for the rest of the league.
Yeah, so win percentages when they're behind. We don't have time to talk about that because there's a gank in the bot lane.
Yeah, 1v2, Odoamne, well, he won one of those earlier last week, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it on this Gangplank, or maybe he can. Looking for cold. That's a lot of damage. He's getting the shield on, and oh, he goes golden. Is that going to buy enough time as Totoro comes in? The ice bullet comes down. Oh no, it's an orange, and it's all okay as the cavalry's arrived. Kabe picking up one, and Totoro going down for a second. Xerxes getting the kill, and Splice away. This is that 2-item Tristani we're talking about. The mid-game power spike here for the Unicorns of Love is coming online.
Very, very scared of as the game progresses, because this Ezreal will not outscale the Trist, and there's only a very limited amount of time to take advantage of.
Oh, Odoamne, can he do it once again? That Sterix gauge coming in handy, and Exile knows he's bitten off more than he can chew, and he gets stopped before he can Realm Warp out. That doesn't work twice.
Look, a lot of pings coming down right now from Unicorns.
It's a lot of crits. Now Kabi's going to have to hop the wall. Totoro looking for him as well, and Exile's going to follow over, but he's inside of 3, and the rest of the team can't help him. Can he tank it out? Exhausted down, and Splice, they've managed to get him, and Cold comes in a smidgen too late, has to hop out over his own Cataclysm. That's a double kill going the way of Kabi, and Splice have turned another fight.
Exile, what are you doing?
Samix here, but this time it worked out fine for him. That wasn't the issue, as Samix kills Niski in the after. Fairly preventable, we know that for certain. Let's see. Here we go, Samix trying to chase on. Ooh, Samix going very far forward. Looks for Kasing. He doesn't have an Unbreakable anymore. He doesn't have to stand behind me, but the Boomerang is going to finish the job, and Totoro's coming through. The pain train keeps on rolling here as Kabe is trying to stay alive, but he will be shut down courtesy of White Knight. Samix and the rest of Unicorns of Love making a beeline for the Baron. Xerxes sniffing around. I don't think they'll be able to stop this one short of a smite steal.
All right, this is definitely a bit of a fiesta, Pyra. There's fights back and forth, skirmishes all over the shop. The Baron has now started. Let's see who can secure it.
Double knockup though. Totoro, he's found out Odoamne. Exile has got his sights set on the Pirate, but Niski's turning it around, and Exile checking into 3 once again. Down he's gonna go, but it was all a ruse because the Baron's taken by Unicorns. Can they get out alive though? The answer is no if you're Cold, and maybe for Totoro as well. Talk about being permafrosted. He's gonna fall. That's a double kill courtesy of Niski.
Having the Baron, and Splice will secure their first tower of the game. What a show.
Down it goes.
Okay. A lot of back and forth, a lot of kills happening. Been cleaning up nicely. Level 16 on this AD carry right now to the 14 of Kobe, and I feel like
Odo takes the worst of the trade, turns things around as the tower falls for Splice in the bottom side, thanks to the Winions.
To the gold, we can just see how much. We don't have time.
Yeah, we're gonna do that later. It's a 1v2. White Knight nowhere near that Mega Gnar bar, and he's already burned his flash away, trying to make his escape, but Odoamne pops him on the
gold is on him, and all of the gold is on Samix. Which of these two can come out on top?
Speaking of, oh, Samix, he's trying, and let's see if he pushes Odoamne away. Exile coming in. Odo is isolated as he got buster shotted back, and as long as Samix keeps his distance, you gotta think he's gonna be able to get the kill, but there's an orange. Odo trying to escape once again, flag and drag, and he's put in prison and put in the grave. Exile getting revenge. Contested here. True shot barrage, though, could come in at the last second. It's going to get smarted away by Cold. Cold, easy peasy pickup of another Infernal Drake. That's 2 knocked down now for Unicorns.
On a 5-item
One style, or even 4-1 as they go 4 members strong down to the bot, looking for the damage. Totoro charging forward, gets the knockup on to the Sejuani, rooted in Ruined Prison. And from downtown, there's a Gangplank ultimate coming in, but Totoro and Exile, the ones taking the damage. The tower is not even going to fall as Niski gets 1 off the board. Totoro trying to buy time, but they take him out as well. Samix, White Knight, Cold on the retreat path. Don't say it. I'm getting flashbacks already. We're 37 and a half.
Yoel is just failing to
love. White Knight trying to get in as his Narbar builds up. And here is going to be Exile trying to bait around the side. Bing's White Knight and Cold over and trying to split up Splice as they turn the fight to White Knight. Let's see if they can get it. Cole gets the dunk on, looking for Niski. That is a big Gnar, but he's going to melt there. Niski's already found him, but the rest is Splice. They might be falling here. Kasing hanging tough for just a second. Shockwave, that's going to be huge. It pulls in 2. Exile still hanging tough, and so is Samix. Does he have the damage to turn the fight around? Big shutdown. How many can he get? Exile's got 1. They're going to blow up 2. Another shutdown. Flexing forward for Kami. Trying for the big outplay, but it's Unicorn standing tall.
massive team fight for the Unicorns of nothing in the fight. Kasing is soaking up a lot of the damage. Him dying first is fine, and then the big shockwave hit.
That's a lot of damage. Dragon already down to 6,500. Unicorns pulling off a little bit. Totoro sneaking around the side looking for a flank of his own. And Cold and White Knight trying to cut him off again. They found Niski and Xerxes, but instead of going on to him, they go on to the rest of the team instead. It looks like Splice is split up. Samix is going to start it off with 1 kill. White Knight absorbing all of the damage, and Xerxes is going to fall. How many more seconds is it going to take? However, as it all goes around, Totoro keeping the rest of Splice locked up. Exile turning back onto them. That's a lot of damage. Nobody wants to tangle with the Rise. White Knight backing away. Shut down, though. Exile goes down. Unicorns thought they had this one locked up. All in the books, but there's a teleport coming in from White Knight. The fight just doesn't end. The flank with the mini Gnar. They take down Kami. They're gonna clean house. It's only Kasing and Odo. The double kill for White Knight, and the base is next.
Unicorns of Love again with another fantastic fight. Splice had to try and answer the Elder Drake, but another utilization of the Rise ultimate to set up the flank allows Unicorns to find the fight, and they're looking to potentially find themselves the win.
It's only Odoamne. We talked about him being the second carry, but I don't think he's going to put the rest of this game on his back. White Knight turning and burning to shut him down. Unicorns of Love just preoccupied with knocking it all down, and it was a long 68-minute battle last time around, but the Unicorns have gotten revenge!
What a game, Pyra.
And what a way to end it. I don't know how many years I've been watching the Unicorns of Love videos, but they always make my heart beat way faster than I want it to.
And who'd have thought that Splice...
Game, some tankiness to boot.
2 picks that we were just talking about earlier, I feel like G2 were very much expecting this themselves. They're going to round things out with a Corki, very standard, be valuable in terms of these extended fights. Looking forward to seeing how much of an impact he can have. Good ulti there from Prophet.
Nicely played. He stacks the stun as well, and oh man, that's a lot of damage. Prophet is dishing on to Wonder, but now he's fighting inside the minions. Let's see if he can keep it going on that Mega Gnar. That's a lot. Flashes up. He's going to have to use it, and it's going to be followed. Teleport coming through as well. It's going to be Perks coming in. Let's see if Prophet can get the kill. Hextech Ultimatum comes out. That all in at the level 7, but Prophet says, hey, no fair. You got a 1-on-2. He hops in, and he's outplayed. First blood for Wonder.
Yeah, sword pickaxe fight because of how strong it is now. Blunt in a 1v3.
Yeah, because it pops back, but he's going to be able to pop blank back himself. Memento coming in, and it looks like they have the edge in numbers. Wadid is going to swallow up his jungler. It's a lot of damage still for Rocket. Can they kill Wadid? They can! On the Buster shot, HQ picks it up.
Very quick response. Force things like the Baron to draw G2 in and then look for team fights. But both comps can team fight, and I think that execution of their comp is going to be really interesting to see because G2 utilizing the pressure.
Danko's hopping forward, looks for Memento, who ward hops, counter strikes away, and in comes the Tom Kench with Dean Yarden delivering, and it looks like Memento thought he was safe in his own jungle, but 5 members of G2 strong prove him otherwise.
Love the play there from Jankos, flashing and using his ulti to catch Memento off guard. The diving isn't done yet, though.
Looking for Norscarin and HQ. Jankos trying to cut him off, and the Tristana has to get back to the relative safety of the tower. Cosmic Gradient's coming in for just a few seconds. HQ isolated from the team, trying for the outplay onto Yarden. He can't do it. Perks has picked up HQ in the meanwhile. Norscarin falls to Wonder, and now it's going to be an easy cleanup for G2 on the tower top.
Oh, G2 have switched up the gears. They brought their bottom lane up towards the top side. good utilization of the Tahm Kench ultimate. We were talking about it earlier, Pyra, how Wadid loves to roam around the map and use this Tahm Kench. Bit of a misplay there from Wonder. Feel like that he could have just backed off. Instead, he tried to look for more kills. Ended up sacrificing his
many ways. I don't think Rocket will be able to get here fast enough to save the tower, and Shelly goes charging to knock down the third for G2. They weren't happy about their wins in previous weeks because they just weren't very clean. They were getting wins, but they just weren't executing vision.
So as long as you can maintain control over the enemy jungle for 3 successful minutes, then you can secure that area of the map.
Desperately to clear these waves as Perkz just keeps packing away. And in goes Jankos again. EQ might be isolated here. He's not going to be able to hop out, and he's taken down by Perkz. Meanwhile, Yarden and Wadid have pulled the trigger to dive behind just to help secure this one up, and now without an AD carry. The Ward Wars have a clear winner here, Vedius. It is G2 Esports.
One could say that, yeah.
They're just not given an opening. What can they do?
Well, you got to backtrack to the draft as well. Remember, we talked about putting Roccat on champions that they're not as comfortable on. But I feel like Roccat, they're just not entirely confident to try and make plays with the champions that they're currently on.
And G2 can just use the Zac.
7-0, and we see a fight in the middle lane.
EQ is going to get the jump off a little late. Burned his flash as well, but no heal. Goes back to base to try and heal up. And G2 Esports finally breaking open this base, finding themselves an inhibitor. Easy peasy, just rotate down to the bottom side. As you mentioned, squeaky.
And you're expecting now the game to be slowly closed out from G2. I was expecting a little bit more action from Roccat.
And the one death. All 35 minutes long. Wonder should be able to polish off bottom tower with one more auto attack. The rest of G2 up towards the top side. Perkz and Jankos coming down to give him some backup. Desperation fight time for Roccat trying to dodge the damage, but they are not giving as good as they're getting.
Up in the top lane, Yarden and Wadid continuing pressure as well. The map is being split up by G2. They'll secure another tower. Roccat, do something.
When at this point, Vedius, there's not a whole lot that Roccat have been able to do all game long. They've been slowly losing it out.
I want to see it happen, Pyra. I want to see that 5-man Shurima shuffle.
You got to do something, even if you can't get a single kill. So easy.
I mean, this is just the power of G2. This is the growth that they've made. We did talk about it. We're 10 times better than what we were at the beginning of the split, and I feel like it's hard to argue with that based on their current performance. Yarden securing a very easy inhibitor, has Wadid right behind him just in case. And we got Baron empowered minions, super minions to boot, will be coming in from the bottom lane.
All right, that's 2 inhibitors. Eyes on the third. Perkz just needs a couple more auto attacks to make it happen, and he will be able to get it. So, it's all left, but the Nexus turrets. Roccat, it is now or it is never.
Please fight, Roccat. Fight for our amusement.
Do it for Vedius, guys. Roccat trying to hang tough. They just keep on wave clearing over and over and over again, holding on to hope, but Roccat, their base is in tatters. G2, they're not worried about a thing right now.
Look at all the wave clear from Roccat. They're just like, no, we will continue to clear these waves out for as long as we live. Will G2 be the one to force the fight? Or are they just going to continue with the slow and poking play?
So just keep letting the minions do the dirty work. G2 Esports can sit back and relax while this is all happening. So, super minions in 3 lanes. Roccat unable to touch these G2 members here. It's looking like we're just shy of the 40 minutes. There's the Chains of Corruption looking for Norskaren, forcing out the ultimate from him as well, and it looks like the Zac goes bouncing, bringing Prophet back in, and that is 1 kill. G2 hit the go button, and it looks like Roccat didn't have much of a chance to get smacked back in. A double kill. Shurima Shuffle Divide is not going to do a whole lot, but buy some time. Memento going down. There's the triple kill. Yarden's looking for even more, but EQ and Blanc are trying to hold on to this game. Wonder goes in tax wave. He's going to fall down at the end of it all as Blanc picks him up, but it is only going to be the Nexus turrets remaining. But it swallows up Perkz, and they're going to be able to clean up, and by royal decree, G2 have slain the Kingslayers.
Well played from G2. 7th win in a row. Very, very, very clean League of Legends.
They didn't give Roccat a chance.
No, I think if you want, I think that's a performance they can be happy with.
Ruin the Vedi monologue. It's okay. He can still go nom nom nom. Now, Promise Q is going to round this out by taking a leaf out of the Kasing book and lock in the Zillion. Trying to bait things out around the side. No brush, but Promise Q stepping in, knocked up by the Rupture. Immediately, Hasilisang going in, flashes forward. We could be in for a real first blood in just shy of a minute. Cap starts off with a kill.
There it is.
Comes again, the Predator's on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And immediate exhaust, though. Does get the stun out. Let's see. Hasilisang can't quite get the knock up there, but Reckless is still going to be able to poke in some damage as Hasilisang picks the kill. The setup is there. The dive could be on. Broxah coming around. Shook throws out the Glacial Prison under tower. That is a lot of damage, and Shook is going to start things things off with a kill on.
Here it comes, crowd, get ready. Elation as the Infernal falls to Fnatic.
I thought you spent like 2 hours talking to Captain Flowers. You just learned everything about Skarner. Well, Fnatic knocked down tower number 1. Managed to get it in the bottom. A lot of relentless behind for Fnatic. We could be in for a tussle. Pings on the tower. Let's see if they want to dive with the quickness. He gets a one-man knockup. Let's see if they have the damage. Looking for the Zillion, and Reckless is the one who's going to get it. They've melted through 2. Down goes Sheriff. Shook finds himself isolated, and Broxa coming around for good measure. And good night, Shook. It's a double kill for Reckless.
Very clean dive there.
When G2 took down Rocket earlier today to keep their win streak going, Fnatic looking to do the same.
Well, SmittyJ will be able to answer with H2K's first turret of the game, but the gold deficit is starting to mount. Fnatic, 3,500 gold in the early game to really mitigate all this damage.
Well, hello. Promiscue, insta-flash around, but Brock's pulling him back, get impaled! And the Event Horizon keeps him locked up. But he's just locked up inside the cage for a few more seconds. Shook looking to come in. Narrowly avoids that rupture, and Hylissang going in, looking for SmittyJ. Do they have the damage? Featherstorm's going to be flying here. Not going to pull anyone back in, but SmittyJ trying to make the play onto Caps. Ace in the hole, intercepted by Soaz. In comes Selfie, misses on the Emperor's Divide, and Reckless deletes him off the map. Promiscue narrowly avoiding death, and SmittyJ with a big gnar. Seems like these are just second wind attempts here. SmittyJ does find one, though. Looks for Hylissang. Fnatic starting to meld on those health bars, and Smitty might be able to help give them a consolation prize. Sheriff picking up a kill on Soaz. It's 2 for 1.
So H2K are able to position, and then they can look to force the objective themselves.
Uh-oh, Brox could be in trouble while he was trying to play that minigame, but maybe it was all a bait right now as he pulls in Shook, who is tanking all the damage, including the ultimate out of Caps. He comes back up thanks to the chrono shift, but Fnatic aren't done yet. 3-man charm on the quickness as Hylissang is trying to lead the charge here, but Selfie untouched in the back. Sheriff hanging tough as he takes down Hylissang. Soaz can't take the damage. It's a double kill over to the Caitlyn, and they're not done yet. Looking for Caps. He has no ultimate, but he did have a big burst to try and take down Selfie. Not enough damage at the end of the day. Fnatic lose 2.
That's a lot of summoner spells unavailable. Well, H2K go for the re-engage.
Let's see if they can do it. Didn't start off on that Baron. Looking for Broxa. Not enough damage, but he tries to get himself out of the way. Turning it around. Here's Hylissang with a big charm, but the rest of the team's already starting to melt. No Sheriff. He's going to follow incredibly on this one as Caps picks up a rampage kill onto SmittyJ. So as the rest of Fnatic leading the charge down as H2K thought they had the fight, but they end up losing. As this smite, this one's going down very low. The teleport has been forced to Fnatic. Fully commit to this one. Event Horizon's coming down. There's the stun. SmittyJ taking a lot of damage. Do H2K still have the chance to make it happen? Hylissang tried for the engagement. Looks like Caps is going to be deleting SmittyJ at the map for a second time. Shook going in, but the team is not going to follow just yet. Resurrect coming up in just a few, but there might be nothing left to save of this fight. Only Sheriff and Promiscue remaining.
For the team fight win.
How about that for a Primordial Burst? 30 minutes on the clock now. Fnatic leading the charge. H2K, they tried. They're making just coming back and piling things on. That game tomorrow with those two kings going up against one another is
towards the bot side. Sheriff has had a great game, but I don't know.
This is a very specific
it reminds me of when I fill up with fuel in the car and I always try to get like 999 rather than the full 0.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Yeah, I am. Anyway,
Okay.
Fnatic continuing the siege in the top lane.
And they can make it happen here. Desperate attempt here. Caps immediately going to cleanse out the Ice Bola of Shook. Redemption coming in, keeping him healthy. They've already knocked down the tower before the traps even come in. Sheriff Ace Myers, that Caps actually hit that big old 1,000 number right now, and we'll see if that's going to come to bear as they find the damage on to Shook. He's got the Resurrect coming in from... Never mind! Caps just deletes him a second time. He says that's just fine, and here we go. Looking for Selfie redemption, but I don't know if H2K will be redeemed. The Emperor's Divide divides absolutely nothing, and it's a shutdown. Reckless trying to prove that he can make the plays too. A triple kill on the Xayah, and that might be it right now.
Beautiful team fight from Fnatic. Caps comes up big, and Reckless does too. They have their eyes set on the Nexus, and they're going to go to a 7-0 win streak.
Fnatic, it is looking oh so good going into their game up against G2 Esports, but what a clean way to end it. Huge jobs by the carries. Broxa, Soaz also doing exactly what they needed to, and now it's just a little bit of fun as they try to polish them off. That Primordial Burst getting the deletion. Fnatic extend the win streak. There is the ace. And Caps lets out a tiny cackle of evil as they wipe H2K off the map and crush this Nexus. They don't even need to worry about it anymore because they're keeping people from getting on in to even defend. They're just going for the dive. Here we go, one more time. There's the ace. Reckless coming up with a kill. GG, boys. Fnatic locking it up.
Fnatic, 6 6-0 win streak.
I'm glad you corrected yourself. But they're not too far behind G2 Esports.
Not too far behind at all. And it just makes tomorrow matchup so much more exciting. And battle.
Don't get baited, guys.
Is going to be the Zag.
Zag is available. And they go for him. So, I like the change. Unless they're... Okay,
Awesome still up for Giant. Splash in from Jackdaw. Look for the connection onto steal back. He flashes away. But Gilius brings the spear down. And Vitality get first blood.
Kalista bot lane. Can they secure the Drake at least? Vitality or around. Good hook.
Look on Gilius. Targamas looking for the play as well. Gilius flashes away. They're trying to rush. Zubak jumps in. Face cool. They get the damage down onto Jizuke, who flashes the wall. But Betsy hits him with a bomb in the back. Now Joker's looking for the smite on the Mountain Drake. Should be able to secure that. And Giants get a big lead.
Yeah, that was very big. Can he do it?
Jumps in. Jizuke shuffles forward, shuffles back, puts down the wall. But an unstoppable Betsy chases him down.
Oh, just last hit him.
The final shot. Joko says, I'll do it for you. The call of the Forge God in the top lane, and Ruin is destroyed by KazaLoLLCShighlights.
Man, these Orns keep the mentality of a team.
And also, you focus their star player in Jizuke. Gilius doesn't get the jump away. Betsy's on the chase. The walls come up. There's a cannon barrage as well, but Gilius should be able to get away from this one. The re-engage coming out. Here's the TP. The shuffle back, the double knock. Jackdaw gets caught out, but Betsy is doing so much work until Mini Trupax takes him down. Now it's 3 members of Giants trying to survive. KazaLoLLCShighlights there, a double for the Trupax. KazaLoLLCShighlights going to get rendered down, but Steelback doesn't have the damage on this Kalista. Jackdaw will be sacrificed. They eat some steak, and in the end, it ends up being a 2-2.
I think Giants got it. First turret of the game. Bigger goal lead.
19 minutes in, first tower of the
To
game.
avoid Targamas, and then suddenly Jackdaw, poor guy's left alone. And Giants tip the car. Anything other than solo killing Ruin. He wants to kill turrets, mate.
But he can't get it because
Did
Ruin is on the
kill
chase.
his damn
KazaLoLLCShighlights
turret.
going to pull down the call of the Forge God. Takes a barrel to the back, turns it back around. There's some fiery breath as well, but Ruin has the Sterax. And KazaLoLLCShighlights has nowhere to go. The Gangplank's still on the chase. Another breath of good luck, but Ruin takes him out.
So he defends.
Totally out of their control. We thought after the early game they would have it in the bag. You know, Snowball Mini Trupax puts some pressure down. What are Vitality doing? They're doing nothing as Giants. Mid-game power here from them. They are now game and Mini Trupax kind of cleaning up fights, doing some damage in the later game fights.
In the LCS, yeah, but
Yeah.
before, we had a lot of games where it was about, you know, the bottom lane.
Maybe going to try and put a wall
Great
down,
ball.
but the Baron goes, the TP comes in, Betsy's going to use the package to get away, and I don't see it. Devastating for them. Let's have a quick look at where we are item-wise. Leandries and Nash's 2 finished on Jizuke, Trinity Force, and that Infinity Edge on Betsy. I'm sorry. Jump in. Joko going to knock him back, and Gilius is going to get rooted to the spot. Targamas secures him. Giants get the mid lane tower. Jizuke shuffles away to safety. And KazaLoLLCShighlights knocks himself into a wall. He's going to feel the hook in his back. Tries to do something, but there's just nothing you can do against Giants.
KazaLoLLCShighlights continuing the trend for Vitality of just running straight into a wall. Everything is going wrong for this team. Joko, he's looking for more. Are they going to try and, like, okay, they get in it at least, but it's only 10 seconds on Gilius. They got the Baron buff, though.
Only really need the inhib now. They don't need to push for too much more. 25 minutes in, they crack him.
The 3-item Tristana. KazaLoLLCShighlights is trying to force something.
Forge God comes in, but Joker's going to split them off. Mini Trupax jumps in, a great hook once again, and he has the flash. Exhaust down, teleport's coming in as well. Vitality pushing forward, but it's all on the Giants. A double for Betsy, shredding through the front line of Vitality. A double, though, goes across to Jizuke, but now we're going to see the Giants just roll across Vitality. Only Jack Troll left alive, and the Giants...
Do it, Joko.
Jumps in, stretching strike, hits Gilius. Here's the call of the Forge God as well. The defense comes up. Another hook lands. Vitality, Jizuke is killed still back at the start of this. And now Giants just having to back away, but it's all KazaLoLLCShighlights and Jizuke just doing work. Ruin, though, he's on the back line. He's killing Mini Trupax. Jizuke's going to fall. Ruin is an absolute demon as he takes out 2. Gets it. Dunked Vitality. Betsy jumps across. It's on to Gilius. But Giants do incredible stuff in that team fight. I thought they were losing. Giants say no. They get the ace and they're looking for the bot lane inhibitor.
That is so far ahead, and Betsy, Ruin picking up all the kills, the big carries for Giants in this one. Bot lane turret will fall, that's an inhib as well. Death timers, 15 seconds on the bot lane from Vitality. Giants, they're looking for these next turrets.
Might be the game, bringing the minion wave as well. Joker's going to tank up the Nexus Tower. First Nexus Tower is going to fall. KazaLoLL and Jackjaw, the only two members left to defend, but it looks like Vitality are going to be going 0-3 because Giants want to close this one out, break their losing spree. They are truly titans as they look to close out the game. Betsy just getting the auto attacks in, and the Giants will destroy Vitality.
Out of nowhere, Giants show us a fantastic mid-game. Constant action because Joko keeps engaging around mid. Betsy gets some of the kills. It stops the bleeding from the bottom lane. And you also have the Taric to try and counter the all-in engage from Sion. And that's kind of the thing about Sion specifically, is it kind of only goes one way. And that's he's ready. Returns to lane instantly. Nuke
Nukeduck gets caught out. Heal comes out straight away, but he's going to get stunned. Senkuk slides in, and Nukeduck has nowhere to go. First blood to Senkuk.
Oh, so Nukeduck.
And Tristana at that point, he can definitely pass down. Maxor might get some vision in this jungle, trading into Pride as well. Senkuk's the quicker of the mid laners to react, but Chachi's on his way down as well. Here's the Bell Whoop. Upset jumps in, Maxor flashes away. Upset with an aggressive flash. Nukeduck puts a nuke prison down. And Schalke get a kill. Ocean Drake as well. Good vision control. Push back in the bottom lane. And Schalke get an Ocean Drake.
Pride is down there, but we know Alfari can TP down as well. And it's actually 3v3 defending because Singlish is still in mid. He did not move from mid lane.
Chachi can come down as well. Hansama caught out with a stun. Eaton.
Move up with him and use time control it, but it's hard. Let's see what happens mid.
Senkuk's just going to put a wall of soldiers between him and his enemy. Misfits.
I think that was a good play on top side. Schalke are behind on the play at the moment. And I don't think they can get more because...
Two teams. It's not big differentials that cause these sorts of things. Maxwell secures the Mountain Drake, and the crowd goes wild.
Around a 1-3-1 split push, that kind of hurt them. We get this play from Chachi I just talked about, where because he pushes top first, he gets to go mid, while Misfits are defending top.
They don't get the tower though, Cosmic Radiance comes down and Mickey's going to eat up Chachi, spits him back towards the turret. Pride on that front line now, the Golden comes out. Wall as well, Chachi just trying to run away, but Misfits are pounding down a lot of damage, and Ansama secures the kill.
Finally, Alfari gets to play League of Legends when he joins that mid lane.
There's the Rift Tower as well.
Can't get out. Yeah, so now they're tricked. I love this. Both teams are like, okay, now I have the advantage, the numbers advantage, so I'm going to make a play. And then the other team gets to respond right after with a counterplay. And this counterplay, 5-man mid, win the fight for Misfits, get the Rift Tower done. Didn't even take damage yet. That was two big ones.
They're going to get 2 towers in the mid lane just off a single pick. They will. The Misfits now a 2,000 gold lead at the 20-minute mark.
4 members around, Chachi's TPing in.
4,000 HP. Here comes the TP. They jump onto Nukeduck. Can't get away from the unstoppable onslaught, and the axe comes down. Stunned. Radiance won't keep him alive, and now Schalke in a 4v5 as Misfits turn around and face down the enemy. Chachi locked up with a great decimating smash. He's stunned. He's done. Schalke lose 2, and Misfits can turn back towards the barrel.
And Misfits, they just wanted it. 4 members of Schalke were standing together. 1 member was standing alone. And they jump Nukeduck. There is no stopwatch, rise, ulti.
That last fight. An Infernal and a Mounted on the Misfits. 3,000 gold ahead, 24
so
minutes.
well. Knowing when to be aggressive, when to force fights because they're stronger. The same with the Sion. We talk about how good he is in the start of the game.
This game they have not quite done that. Upset still there, still building up towards the 3-item Tristana, but Misfits don't want to let the game get that far.
Can they actually get down this in-hip turret? Nukeduck is recalling now. And they got it.
In-hip tower goes down.
And that's so big. Get the in-hip on the first Baron at least. Try and get some more map pressure through the super minions. They're staying around. They can. They got double cannon right here.
Nukeduck looking for a pick on Hansama. The inhibitor's gonna fall. And Misfits get the inhibit for 25 minutes.
And the gauge we're kind of looking for is can't really team fight. Misfits get another turret for themselves. They are in full control. Chachi is unable to split push because his team is losing.
Once again, for Schalke, it's one of those games that's even to a point and then just collapses under their feet, and their playoff hopes might be doing just that as well. The Dazzle is going to connect, but only onto 2. Stretching strike. Schalke, last chance saloon for them, but Nukeduck's going to rain down hell from the side of this fight. Misfits forced away.
Oh, he's still alive.
Shuffle comes out. Upset still looking for a jump. Hansam at the flash. Double stun. Nuke on the side here as well. Mickey eats up his Ezreal to try and keep him alive. But Schalke are not relenting. They're not giving up hope. The Realm Warp in. Hansama caught. Nuke there. 2 kills. And now Schalke can continue to push. Senkox puts down a wall to divide. But Upset is having none of that. Doesn't kill Senkox, but gets the reset onto Maxlor. Gonna pop the blast code as well. The dazzle, the stun. Upset on a tear through Misfit.
5 wins.
Yep.
You know, one of them is in playoffs currently. If you look at the current top 6.
That's true.
I
feel that this game comes down to both teams eager for a win. The knock-up on Pride. Misfits stepping forward, unstoppable onslaught doesn't connect, but Pride is now in the front line. The double knockout. Pride falls into the globules. He's going to have to come back alive. Ambari down. Can he do anything with the glory of death? The teleport from Chachi, the stun. Nuke zoning out the rest of Misfits, and Schalke take down the top laner.
Yeah, mid lane.
Counting this one out.
Pillar can interrupt his
happening.
dash. He has no flash, remember that.
Banda jumps across looking for the dazzle. Stun hits Mickey though. The rest of Misfits don't want to give this one up. Max off towards the top side. Mickey, Hansama on Chachi. The subjugate comes down. Banda's low. He's taken out, and now Misfits are winning the fight. But Nukeduck's trying to turn it around. He wants to carry Schalke to those playoffs. It's on Upset. Jumps forward. Realm of Hansama. Upset does work. Gets a double. Looking for the triple here as well. Maxlor has nowhere to go. And Upset says, not today to Misfits.
Crazy back and forth here. Schalke did not want to risk the Baron, so they take a fight. It looked fine for Misfits at first when they stopped. Schalke from actually getting the Baron, but then we get the turnaround. Nuke deals a ton of damage, and then the AD carry jumps in. Cleans house. Schalke are now pushing for the finish. Alfari and Senkox are here. Now I think Schalke actually just have to say, you know what? There's a DC alive. Let's step away, get double in it, because the minions did some serious go. Misfits controlled it. Used the Ezreal power spike, got the first Baron, took a bot lane in-nip. Everything looked great. Oh, actually, look at Schalke.
That's Realm Warp. That's Realm Warp.
They're going for
They're just going to warp. They're going for the win. Misfits have to back away. Hansama stopped by the Elder Dragon, and now Schalke can just look for the win. They got 2 Nexus Towers between them and the game. Double super minions up here as well. Senkox, Mickey, can you do anything to stop Schalke in their tracks? I do not think so, because Schalke have emerged from the ashes of this game and rise to take their spot near playoffs.
And we get to see Schalke executing the late game. We get to see what Upset can do, the rookie AD carry. This game, he didn't die. This game, he jumped forward at the correct times and picked up the kills.